Welcome back. This is going to be a fun one. An entire rack pack box. Every pack has 3 vintage cards. A little start. Obviously, you have a marks of excellent autograph potential of some of our better known players from the era. This isn't necessarily a Jordan box, that's for sure. But I figure we're going to do these all at once. This is going to be a fun time getting through this whole rack. It could be interesting to see the vintage that they call it in these too. So let's get started. We got plenty to open. It's going to be a good time. Are these going to be packs with packs? That might bring us into the little bit longer timeline in here, but I got nowhere to go. I'm in no hurry. We'll just be making a mess with how much packaging this is going to be, apparently, but that's okay. Rookie card in the front, Cedric. Simmons. So you got the old school rookie down there, the just rookie card on the top. Steen rookie card. Adams rookie. Foy rookie. I mean, I don't think that's the norm. I mean, obviously not the biggest rookies in that crew. And then our vintage Haskins. Well, a true vintage Sky Williams. I hope we see more of that. We're going to display that one. That deserves some love for sure. Sky Williams. We are putting a vintage before we get, and we'll kind of pick and choose as we go. We got lots of packs, but there's gonna be lots. I mean, that just kind of makes it interesting more so than just the packs, because we never know what we're gonna find in that stuff. So we got Marcus Camby, Ronald Murray, Kurt Thomas, pride of the program, Wallace Billups, Hamilton. I'm sure we'll see a few of these as we go. Dixon, Steven Jackson, and Banks. So it's going to be 3 vintage per rack pack. I would hope we could find an auto. And if they have the gold in here, I'll have to look, see if we have the odds on the box. I never even looked. Quentin Richardson, Ben Wallace, Muhammad Davis. So that seems like more than norm. Let's see if they threw it in the back. All right, on here you got the autograph. Jay-Z and Chris Boss. You got Shaq. You got Wade Bird. And then you got what? You got Little Scrappy, The Future, White Chocolate. You got some Street Ballers in there. What more could you ever want out of a product? Quite the list. So obviously, what we want, I should probably watch how I'm scratching my deal there, but what we want to see is an auto out of the whole thing. And maybe we'll find a way where I can rip these a little bit faster. It's going to get done. Marbury Williams. I didn't even bother with that name. Harris Halston Stottmeyer. Sometimes I just throw in the towel on the names. Brandon, rookie. So it looks like the vintage ones will have the rookie cards in them, the vintage packs. Bobby Jones, Ronnie Brewer. Don't be another Sky. Oh, they did. They did throw another Sky. We'll throw him over there. I hope we don't see that same player. We saw that when they did, what is it, the football rack packs in these? Oh, I'm making it so difficult to rip this one open. We saw that with the football when I got, a few of the Barry Sanders. We were getting all the tops traded, essentially. Mike James, Boozer, Jessica Vicious, Josh Howard. Well, we sure haven't hit much for the bigger names right away. That kind of goes without saying, but we'll give a little bit more of a slice in these to make it a little bit easier to rip them off. Man, we gotta see a Kobe here. There's Mim. Odom, a couple Lakers. Villanueva, Prince. Chandler. Abdul Rahim. That looks like it's going to be our vintage one, so let's throw that one over there. Childress, Ron Artest. Boykins, Zabilla. Chris Paul. That's probably the best one we've pulled so far. I'm not going to throw him on the deal. I am not a big Chris Paul fan myself. Farmer, Alan Ray. Yeah, it's kind of crazy we haven't hit. This ones are not all. Oh man, don't be all Sky Williams. Don't be all Sky. Don't MJ Holding Panini us. This isn't a mystery box. You can't do that. I mean, could they possibly put the same vintage card? I'm trying to ruin my hopes and dreams today. I guess I don't care as long as they throw an auto in there. That would be the better of them anyways. Mason, Diaw, Felton, Graham, Paul Gasol, another Laker, George. Vince Carter. I'll throw him over with Chris Paul. Granger, Terry, Swift, Ginobili. Throw him with them too. Smush. Knight. Let's see what we get for our rookies. Who are our rookies? We always get those two back there too. And those are garbage. Noel. Brown. Williams. We got something different. Own the game. Gilbert Arenas. Better Hooper or better podcaster or whatever you would say for what he's running. You're killing me, Sky. You are killing me. There's no way they have that many copies of Sky to put in this box. No way. I suppose most people aren't opening this whole box. They would sell them individually. I guess I can't blame them completely. Boy, that noise has to be too loud for you guys. I imagine. I apologize. Daniels, Hughes, stick. There's Larry. That is the Larry. KG and Gomez. So I know there's all the which I pulled a while back in a pack of the SP Larry Bird. So we'll keep an eye on those. I'm going to throw this one up there so you guys can keep an eye for me as well, because we do want to pull an SP of Larry. Well, there's a whole pile of them. Is there 33, I believe? That's got to be a tough set to complete. Kirilenko. I think some of you had mentioned earlier that you had you were on pace to get that. Tracy McGrady. Richard Hamilton in the Clutch City. Throw this with our stack of fun. We're hoping we get better ones for the stands, right? And Finley. I will give you guys one guess. One guess who this vintage card is going to be. Paul Davis. Pow. There we go. Kyle Lowry. We had to get one of the rookies we know and love out of this thing. And they're all from this set. We see the blue. Sky Williams. Do you think there's a box that would have better? I mean, these are actually, at least we're seeing these in, I mean, these are all in great shape. If it was any consolation, getting them in great shape. But when you get that vintage per pack, we want to see a variety. I wonder if this will rip from the top very easily. Let's see how it does. Oh, you know what? I think we can do her. I think we can do her that way. Since they're in packs, I think they're a little bit safer than some. Some we can't do that we've opened. Al Jefferson. Jones. Looks like we got another Clutch City. There's a cool Allen Iverson. We're going to throw him up there. Brad Miller, Ray Allen, and Cook. Of course, we're going to get some of the main names out of it, but love the Clutch City, the All-Star Uni. We'll probably have to start picking and choosing what we're going to throw up here. Dwayne Wade. Mike Miller. And Mello. Hollins. Hilton Armstrong. Jones. Blake. I don't even want to talk about it. Don't even bring it up. Sky Williams. I'm gonna have nightmares with that name now. Oop. Gerald Green, Bogut, Bowen, and Posey, and Jameson, Singleton. We're going to not skip it till last this time. We're going to do her in the middle. Williams, Brown, Williams, Chris Paul. Own the game. I'm going to throw that one up just because we want to have that variety. We already know we're going to see Sky Williams in every single pack. Diop, Thomas, Mike Bibby. That is the gold. Kirstic. Give us the gold Kirstic. We're not throwing that up there, though. Sorry, sir. Sorry. So for you guys want to see the Rookie of the Year voting? There it is. Well, we have one of all the inserts in here. Are we going to get an auto? It would seem fair to put one per box. Are we going to get a Kobe, by the way? And that's even a better question. Mike Red, Harping. We got another Clutch City Iguodala. Why give us the golds? So the Prospects gold. Got any Iggy collectors out here? Finally. Finally. Enough Sky. We just needed to see one of these guys. LeBron to save the day this time. Get up there, LeBron. Corver. Walker, Griffin, Gulia, Paul Pierce. So we're getting, I mean, I'd say we've done pretty well for some of the cards. We've got some good Clutch City prospects, some different stuff. Hopefully we can still see. We got plenty of packs to go. We got an insane amount to go. Pittsnogle, Marcus Williams, D. Brown, Joe Johnson, it's impressive. I've never watched or seen these be opened, so I guess, did they just have that same card? I mean, I'm sure some of you guys had to have opened these. I'm not the only one. Looks like we got a Dirk on the back of this one. We'll open that one first. We'll throw him off to our, we got a lot of stars so far. We got Troy Hudson, Jones. There it is. Another Larry. Brown, Davis, Dirk. I'll throw Larry behind Larry or on the same one. We'll see how many we get. We'll see how many of that, that's one of the SPs. The one I have is the one where he's in his truck, which I thought was one of the harder ones to get. I don't know if they have a certain ratio for them or not. In fact, let's look on this checklist. It's got the relics, autographs. There's lots we can get in here yet. Oh, that's just the insert set, it looks like. Williams, Washington, Rudy Gay, Prisbilla. I'm guessing you guys are going to see the sky. Everything's going to make you think of Sky Williams. Or Shaq. Next bigger star. Throwing him over here with my stack. Stack O'Shaq, Gilbert Arenas. Jamal Crawford, Sean May, Jason Richardson, Stoudemire, and Sam Cassell, J.J. Redick. We don't mind J.J., but he's not going up there. Nani, Cephalosha, P.J. Tucker, I'm having deja vu. Sky Williams. I mean, that one is the best centered in mint. Maybe a little surface. It's on the high PSA. Oh, Tim Hardaway. That's probably the best vintage one we've gotten so far. That's the best vintage one we've gotten so far. Kobe is in hiding. I mentioned Kobe, but then of course we got the LeBron first, which is good either way. Can't imagine we wouldn't get at least one of each in an entire box. Haslam, Grant Hill, Robert Horry, Williams, Wright, Robertson, and Hayes. Milicic, I think. Yao Ming. Well, there we go. Larry Bird, the lost and hidden. Larry Bird, the missing years. Really a lot of love for Larry Bird in this set. Sure, I'm going to throw that with the other Larrys, even though that's not one of the SP ones. Gibson. Novak. Thomas. Kendrick. Purton. So that's kind of weird. They usually have had mostly the rookies or inserts up to that one, but Sky. I'm just kidding. Oh man, what a sly guy. Let's look here. Yeah, I mean, there's a few. Sly the guy. I'm not sure if his nickname is Sky, but I would have assumed. So I wonder if I pulled an auto or one of the old vintage ones, and I thought that's who we were calling Sky, but who knows? Brown, Mobley, Smith, Luther. We have Kobe Bryant. So I think somebody was calling to tell me to quit calling him Sky. It is all good. That was a different type of vintage I was looking at. Diaz, Johnson, Sean Merriman, Marion in only game. I just can't talk today. Sly. Oh, I didn't even, see, I even missed a pack over there. You know, one of those days, I think it's ripping fatigue, you know, opening this many packs. This is a big box. We got a ways to go yet, too. Need a halftime break. See, I keep hitting my camera. Dwight Howard, morning. Rick, another Larry. Chris Bosch will throw over here. Troy Murphy. Might have to work on that SB set after this one. Let's go Petrus, Griffin, Miller, Butler. Smith, Luther, Joe Smith, Gilbert Arenas again. J.J. Redick, rookie number 2. Bargnani, we've seen him before. Cephalosha, we've seen before. My guy Sly. We're getting down there. Now we've seen him. Yao Ming, Iguodala, Nate Robinson. We know these guys. Tim Duncan, Ginobili, Tony Parker. I'm going to throw them, but we won't throw them on top here. We'll throw them to the side for now. Martin, some Ross. Oh, we just got to get the Lakers one of those. Daniels, Vince Carter, Miller, Mike Miller again, Carmelo and Ginobili again. Second half of the box, seeing some doubles. Or if there will be a Sly guy in here. Rudy Gay. Sheldon Williams. What do you know? Oh, of course. Oh, from the bottom of the thing to open on this? That would have been a lot easier, too. Corver, Griffin, Walker, D. Wade, Paul Pierce, Jermaine O'Neal, Williams, Marion, Chick Petro, David West, Wells, and Butler. And Gibson, Novak, Thomas, Chris Wilcox. Come on, we need to get missing years, own the game prospects, autographs. Oh yeah, so you can't get the memorabilia, Clutch City and stuff, which they do have. I think I've pulled those before in some of the loose packs I've gotten. So that is not listed on there. So really we got to rely at this point on trying to find ourselves an autograph. Or a few more Larrys. Murray, Kurt Thomas, Brown, Mobley. There's another Kobe, Dice, J.R. Smith. Love to see it. Looks like we got AI in the back of this one. Yes, I cheated. I looked. Juwan Howard, Kevin Martin, Barbosa, Johnson, Allen Iverson. We're going to throw him over here too. Not enough room on stage, although he, I would say, deserves it. Probably more than Sly at this point. This Alexander Johnson. Gerald Wallace. That one didn't feel like, I felt like it had a little crease in it, is what it felt like. You know, that championship collection old basketball would have been a little bit simpler than this one. Went to Marcus Camby, Sean Marion, Steven Jackson, Dixon Banks, West, Ben Gordon. We got something different. Snyder, is it the Own the Game? We know that is Topps 2K All-Star exclusive cheats on back. That is awesome. But the 2K promotion, I forgot about that one in this. You get our last spot over here, AI. AI. Steen, Barga, Nani, Adams, Patrice. Slides for everybody. You get a slide. You get a slide. What are the auto odds? Only 1 in 38,000 for Group A. 1 in 326. Yeah. Those are pretty long odds. Imagine they would insert them then, you know. Seemed like in this era, hobbies definitely were the way to go. And you know, I was thinking about that recently. I wonder, the big reason we're probably throwing more in retail is because they can charge $50 for a blaster now. They're LeBron, Stoudemire, Cassell. And so I would imagine that has a lot to do with it. It's like if we throw these big hits in, we can charge 50 for a blaster and 85 for a mega box. Even though overall there's still less cards. Talking to you, Tops. Jefferson, Steve Nash, Paul Gasol. Throw him in my star pile. Surprised on that Clutch City we haven't hit a LeBron or a Kobe. I would imagine, I didn't check the full detailed checklist. I would imagine they should have been in there. Thomas, Collins, Smith, AI. I don't have to flip it that way because we already know what's in the middle. Be nice that they stuck a Shaq in. Is this series 1 or 2 they got here? 273. I mean, 270. Basically had like 4 different cards only in that too. For those still sticking it, I'm glad you're sticking with me. We got a couple bronze, couple Kobe's. I don't remember what this box was. It wasn't insanely priced for getting some SP Larry's. Obviously that cool AI. I'm sure that's kind of a unique one too. I kind of like this design. A very basic Topps. I don't think it's going to be as cheapy looking as the new Topps flagship will. I think that's going to be like cheap. I think people are going to realize that is why it is cheap, which is, I mean, we need to have those types of products now. Brady, Mim, Lamar, we got a gold, Devin, Harris, Chandler, Raheem. Not Ray Allen, but it's Allen Ray. Morrison, Simmons, Skins, Sly. Very disappointing there's not a variety in here, but I should have known when I did the football one. This would be very similar. Very similar in the vintage throw-ins. You don't want us getting into this vintage one, apparently. It is protected. Should be on YouTube, you can't have music in the background. Chris Bosch, you guys playing some stuff? Crawford, Hendrick, Morning, Ellie. Jalen Rose, The Kid, Tony Parker, Dwight Howard. In the Clutch City Prospects. It's a cool one. In the gold. Hassel. All right, I want to see one more Kobe. Foy. What do we got? Chris Paul. Another one of the Chris Pauls, except different. Sly is doing his thing. Just gonna throw that one to the side. Looks like we got 4 packs to go. Bibby, Kirilenko, Brown, Collins, Shaner, Morris, Mike, Howard, Paul Davis, Kyle Lowry, Farmer. It's like on this, it'd be nice if they threw in a Shack in there or something. But we've seen the same handful of cards. 3 to go. We got Brand, Okafor, Tinsley, Marshall, Jack. Oh, I thought we were going to get ourselves a Larry Legend. It looked like that's what was peeking out of that one. Blake Wilcox. There's Larry. Ricky Davis. Throw this over here for now since we got 2 to go. I'm not sure how many more I can stack on that little holder. Paul Millsap. First one of his we pulled. Boone. Rajon Rondo. Look at that, these guys sneaking in. LaMarcus Aldridge. That's the best rookie pack by far that we've seen. It's funny that Topps has vintage as 92, 93, and this was in 2006, 2007. I don't think it's fair to them to say 3 vintage basketball cards. Personally. I still think overall this has been a pretty fun rip. Livingston, Diop, Thomas, Elton, Brand. I'd love to see one more of those inserts, but one of the big guys like Kobe or LeBron. Injured Terry. Another Larry. There we go. Smush. Well, at this rate, 2 of these boxes would have that Larry set going, but I'm not sure the value on that set. I don't know if everybody knows. Well, here we go. You got Brown, Morrison, Powell, Knight, good night. Well, and then there was one. Well, I appreciate all of you that hung in till the end. Again, still a fun product. I do, like I said, I do like this Topps. I like the SP of the Larrys. That's kind of unique. I feel like they could do that more often, but I'm not sure how they do it with what players or how they'd pick them. But it's kind of cool to have different variations of one specific. Like they could do that with Cooper or Wemby and just have a handful of them in the set. But, oh, we have a gold. Gold. Jameson. Ben Wallace. Who it is? Who is it? We got the Magic. Deshaun Stevenson to 500. That was our chance. That was the shot to pull up a name. To 500. Stojakovic, Billups. Oh, we had another Larry. Tim Duncan, that was on the back. It was a legendary box, we will say. It's been a Larry Legend week. Yes, we got to show our respects. J.J. Redick. Carney. Well, we might as well get these out of the way because we already know what these are. O'Brien and Bochman. Well, our vintage collection has grown significantly for Sly the Guy. Sky Sly, look at that. I mean, some of these really are, though. There was a couple in here that are just mint. Even the corners are just super sharp. I probably shouldn't slide them as much as I am because pretty sharp. It's still Sly. So there it is. We got a whole lot of Sly. Larry Legend. Let's just grab the Larrys out of here. So we got the Lost Years of Larry. And we got the base Larry. So obviously all these are number 33. And so these are just the different variations we pulled. Technically some SPs, maybe more variation is the better word. They have them listed as SPs. Yeah, SP variations. So, I mean, 4 short prints out of the Rack Pack box. I'm not going to argue with that one. We did get a Kyle Lowry ×2. We got the Tim Duncan in the Spurs part of the program. We got the Stevenson /500. That was our shot at, I guess you could say, a big hit. Own the Game, Chris Paul. Clutch City, Allen Iverson. We did get ourselves 2 LeBrons and 2 Kobes. Again, I do like the little color match around the outside frames of these. And then even on the bottom, see it has the red and the gold. And then you have the yellow and purple. So I don't know if you guys noticed that. But there's just little things, I think, with some of the older cards. You know, Larry, you got the brown and the green. There's just something about these older cards that it doesn't seem like they were quick to make them. It was like, man, it's got to be perfect. The little gold up there with the red. In the back, same thing. You've got basically the jersey match of the stripe on these. Maybe I'm being a little too particular. But there's just something about basic, but yet detailed. Maybe I'm nuts. And then our Topps All-Star AIAI. Our video game 2K with the cheats on the back. If you guys need the cheats, enter this code in the NBA 2K7. Only a few years ago. And 1 of 12 for that one. So what a fun rip. Glad you guys joined me. I know next week, I like doing basketball on the weekends. We got the big championship collection from the early 2000s, late 90s. We got a 98 Bowman's Best in there. So hopefully some great hidden packs. Long video. You got all weekend to watch it. We'll see you back here on Sunday.